Hey, Redneck Mini 14 here. It's been about 3 weeks since I last did a video. I just kind of got busy with work and school and all that. But I'm free now, so I'm going to do a video for you. This video is my opinion of the 410 shotgun. And if you ask people that are into shotguns or just into guns in general, a lot of times they'll tell you that the 410 is a kid's gun, or that it's underpowered. And yeah, I guess you can say it's underpowered if you compare it to the 12 gauge, because the 12 gauge is a lot bigger, obviously. But in my opinion, I think the 410 is an expert shotgun. And why do I say that? Well, you take a 410 shotgun and you compare it to a 12 gauge shotgun. There's a big difference in size. You have about 5 times more shot in a 12 gauge than you do a 410. So if you go skeet shooting and you have a 12 gauge, you can probably shoot, I don't know, 25 out of 25 clay pigeons if you're really good. If you're kind of good, you can probably shoot between 15 and 20. But now think about that if you're shooting a 410. How many do you think you can shoot with a 410? Well, if you're lucky, you might be able to shoot 10 out of 25. And that's just because the spread of a 410 is not as big as a 12 gauge. So, if you can shoot 25 out of 25 clay pigeons shooting 410, I would be pretty amazed. And I would call you an expert shooter. And I don't know. I'm not that good at shooting clay pigeons with 410. I only shot like 3 out of 10. But I haven't shot that much anyway. But you can use the 410 for other things. You can go squirrel hunting or rabbit hunting. You can even go deer hunting with it. And I'll talk more about that in a minute. You can use it for pest control, like snakes, or maybe snapping turtles. I don't know. I've shot at a snapping turtle once. I don't think I killed it though. You can use it for home defense or self-defense. For home defense or self-defense, I'd say use a 45 Colt that can shoot 410s. That'd be a pretty good gun though for self-defense. So I'm just going to show you all the different shotgun shells I have here. I've pretty much expanded the amount of shotgun shells that I use in my shotgun since my review of my Springfield 944. So I'm going to show those to you right now. This was one of the shells I showed you in that video. It's a Remington Nitro Gold, and it's used for shooting clay pigeons. It says sporting clays on the shell, so that's what I use it for, mostly. And then this is another 8-shot, bird shot, whatever you want to call it. It's Winchester AA, number 8-shot, and they're both 2.5-inch shells. The Winchester is a little bit longer. Not really sure why that is, but if you compare Winchester to the Remingtons that I have out here, the Winchesters are all longer than the Remingtons. But I guess that's just how they're made. So anyway, next we have a Remington Game Load, and this is number 6-shot, and it's used to shoot rabbits and squirrels. And I don't know if I'll use my 410 to hunt rabbits, mostly because there aren't many rabbits out at the farm in the first place. So I don't know. If I come across more rabbits in future years, I'll probably go hunting with the 410 and hunt rabbits with it. But we'll see how that goes. I pretty much just bought it just to see the difference between all the different shots. This is a Federal Game Shock 3-inch shell, and it's number 4 shot. And I bought this for shooting snakes out at the farm. We tend to not like snakes around our dogs or around our fishing lake. So if ever we see one, we just shoot it, and this is what I shoot it with. So works pretty good. And next we have a Winchester Super X triple-aught buckshot. And for the Winchester triple-aught, it has 3 pellets, but you can get the Federal Premium that has 4 pellets, and that's a 2.5 inch shell too. Of course, if you get a 3.5 inch with either or the Winchester or the Federal, they'll have 5 pellets in it. The Federal has copper plated pellets, which is nicer, probably more expensive. Those are really meant to be shot out of like the Judge or other 45 Colts that can shoot 410. And then the last 410 shell I have here is a Remington Express rifled slug, and it's basically the 410 version of the slugs that I shoot out of my 16 gauge. It's a 5th ounce slug, and this would be a good round for shooting deer. I know people who hunt deer with the 410, and I don't know if they've actually shot the deer with it, but 410 would be a good deer round. Of course, you have to use a slug. I don't know if any other shot would work. I would assume just a slug. But if you look at the shell, the slug doesn't even take up half the shell. The slug is just this little dark portion right here, and then all of this white stuff right here is just a wad. And then below that you have the powder, and that's the other dark on the bottom. So I shot a box of those and a box of these. When I bought these, I bought 3 boxes of these and 2 boxes of these, so I have 1 more box of these left and 2 more boxes of this. I pretty much just bought all of this ammunition just to see how it shoots and see the differences in all of them. And yeah, I like having a variety of ammunition to shoot out of my guns. I do the same thing with my 16. I use 8-shot and 4-shot and slugs. I do have some 6-shot, but I haven't shot that yet. But anyway, I guess that's all I have for you for this video. I'm Redneck Mini 14, and until next time, be safe.